This is the Rolls-Royce Spectre, and it is what the company claims the world's first ultra-luxury electric super coupe. It costs 7.5 crores, and the unit you see beside me costs more than 9 crores. Now, here's why the Spectre is a natural progression for the brand. Over 100 years ago, Charles Rolls said this: the electric car is perfectly noiseless and clean, it has no smell or vibrations, and when fixed charging stations can be arranged, they can be very useful. First impressions are large, over 5.5 meters large. But Rolls-Royce has paid particular attention to its aerodynamics. It gets a drag coefficient of 0.25, and I think that's pretty good for a car that weighs 2.9 tons. Now at the front, you can see even the hood tapers off and the grille. Now this is the widest grille you get, and it's also been adjusted to accommodate the aerodynamic needs. And one particular highlight which I like is the new Spirit of Ecstasy. Unlike the Phantom, the Ghost or the Cullinan, the Lady, which you call Spirit of Ecstasy, has also been designed to be aerodynamic. It's hunkered forward and it won't make much of a difference, but it's a cool touch. Now let's head to the style. Now the Spectre is the spiritual successor to the Phantom Coupe, and it has the ultimate Rolls-Royce silhouette. It looks big, it looks large, and it looks pretty imposing. Now, a particular highlight are these wheels. They look really good, but you get these as 22-inch as standard. But these are 23-inch wheels, and I think these are the biggest I've ever seen on a sport coupe. They look fantastic. That's pretty much it for the side profile, because I think there's not much to say. It speaks for itself. What I want to show you is the rear. Now, as for the rear profile, I think this is one of the sportiest looking Rolls-Royces I've ever seen, and it all has to do with aero efficiency. The roofline tapers back quite aggressively, and it looks pretty gangster if you ask me. For someone who wants to modify their Rolls-Royce, I think it can look really, really good. And a particular highlight are these clear lens housings of the LED tail lamps. All of it gels really well together, and overall, I really, really like what the Spectre has to offer in terms of its design language. It is a good start in my opinion, but it's about to get better, because let's head inside. That's where the real magic lies. Now, getting inside is the same suicide door affair, and particular highlight which I personally like with all Rolls-Royces and is there as well is umbrella in the door. Now, with that, let's get inside and have the door shut itself. An ultra luxurious touch which you also got with the new 7 Series, and you really like over here because it just makes sense. The best thing ever are Rolls-Royce seats. They are super luxurious, super comfortable. In fact, if I wasn't talking to you right now, I'd probably go to sleep. It is that comfortable. Now, you get the same styling for the steering wheel, and there is this level of opulence that you don't get with other regular cars. It is in a league of its own, and I really, really am overwhelmed by the amount of luxury you get even with the Rolls-Royce Spectre. Another thing which you'll notice firsthand are 3 screens. Now earlier, like the Cullinan, the Ghost, you did get physical dials around the digital screen, but here it's an all digital affair. You also have a screen right beside it which takes care of the infotainment, and you have a third screen right in front of passenger which doesn't really do anything but has a really cool Spectre display with the star lining along with it. If you remember, a particular highlight of all Rolls-Royces now are the star lining in the headliner. Well, this goes one step further. This also gets star lining in the door pads and the dashboard. So, with around 5,000 LEDs adorning the headline, about 4,800 to be exact, LED star lining material in the door pad, and about the same number in the dashboard, you have about 15,000 LED lights which give you the impressions of a clear day's night. Now this car is based on i7 in terms of its platform, and even the infotainment and the software used is based off of that. This is a much simplified version of what you get in the 7 Series. This is meant to be effortless. Now if I'm a Rolls-Royce owner, I don't want to be searching, thinking, or put any sort of extra effort into what I want. Everything should be available at the touch of a button. Now overall, the quality of materials used everywhere, and I mean everywhere. From the steering wheel, you get really high quality stocks, the dashboard layout, the leather on the top of the dashboard, seats, the center console, everything is just perfectly done. Now you think for a car in 2024, you'd really not have any buttons anywhere. But Rolls-Royce is different. They want to do things in an old school, classy and opulent way. As such, you have these beautifully well-made buttons on the dashboard which control the AC controls, even control the media and radio functions, and in the center console. And in the middle you have the rotary dial which can control your infotainment software. And another neat touch are these pull-out open and close mechanism for the AC vents. It is extremely high quality, and it's a pretty nifty touch. As for the design, well, you have endless amounts of customization which you can apply to your particular Rolls-Royce. In fact, you get 44,000 plus color combinations for the exterior and interior color palette. I think you can go crazy with what you can achieve with your customized Rolls-Royce. Now, in terms of features, this is not the car to get if you want the most high-end features, but now Rolls-Royce has been brought up to modern standards. You do get heated steering wheel, heated and cooled seats, you get 3 large screens, the infotainment and instrument cluster are an all-digital affair, and this is the most connected Rolls-Royce ever made. So you do get the perfect blend of glamour and tech in one cohesive package. And if you had to ask me, in fact, if I didn't have to end this video, this is where I'd probably choose to settle for the day. It is just so comfortable. These seats, these are more comfortable than anything I have in my house at least. It is a good place to be. And this is a proper 4-seater, so you can have it as a family vehicle. Of course, there are no 6-foot plus adults sitting back there, but for people of smaller stature or young adults, well, they can fit pretty easily back there. A particular highlight which would tell you how luxurious Rolls-Royces really are, take a look at this, the carpeting. Look at how soft and plush these are. These are absolutely soft, furry, and in fact, I'm a little guilty having stepped into the car with my shoes on. So that's pretty much it with the highlight of the interior. It is typical Rolls-Royce. It is luxurious, opulent, comfortable, now gets enough modern tech to keep you happy. It's a good place to be it on a commute, be it on a Sunday drive. And so let's step out. Let me tell you about the performance it has to offer. Now, in terms of its performance, it gets a 102 kilowatt-hour motor. It makes 586 bhp and 900 newton meters of peak torque. That is enough to do a sub-second time to the 0 to 100 run. So it is fast, it is comfortable, and it will keep you comfortable while going fast as well. So that was pretty much it for our video on the Rolls-Royce Spectre. It is on a different level of luxury and opulence. It is a statement more than a car, and what a statement it is. It is Rolls-Royce's first all-electric luxury vehicle in the country, and I think they've done a damn fine job in launching this. What do you guys think about it? Tell us in the comment section down below. My name is Cr and Karan Mathur. Thank you for watching.